want to thank everybody for joining us on this webinar. Let's go ahead and get started. We have quite a bit of information to cover. What we're going to talk about is Mission Possible, creating a win-win situation for insurance agents and their customers. Hey, I'm Becky House. I've been an insurance agent for 20 years, and when I heard about this program, I got really excited because I understood how this could be valuable just in what it is, how it could be worth the cost that's involved, and I'm going to cover that, of course, but how it could be worth that just to put us in a good situation with our customers through our agency. But there's so much more that is available to us. And I wanted to take advantage of that, and I wanted to see other agents take advantage of that. One of the things that I understand at the same time is that there's a lot going on in an insurance agency, and it would be helpful for you to have someone to kind of help you do the legwork, and maybe a group of people to work with you. And that's when I put together House Insurance Marketing, and we are here to help you be successful in this endeavor should you choose to take advantage of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you what the company is, give you a little bit of background, and share with you how you can actually earn some very, very good money. We do have people in the company, guys, that are making extreme monthly incomes. And it's just a matter of the fact that when you share something good with other people, that it can move quickly. And this is a very, very good program with a wonderful service. And we are really unique in what we do. And again, I believe that as an insurance agent, you will find this very, very appropriate for your business to add into business. So let me start off just asking you some probably silly questions. But would you like to give your customers a unique business card that saves them money over and over again? What about keeping your name and your office information in front of your customers on a regular basis? And how about creating for yourself additional streams of income by simply handing out cards? And would you be interested, would it be a good thing to earn $1 every time one of your customers saves money because of you at the pharmacy? Well, if you said yes to these questions, would you be open to learning how you can do all of the above and so much more by getting your own personalized group number with Provisionrx and working with us here at House Insurance Marketing? Well, I hope the answer to that is yes, and I hope that you'll take the time to not only watch this presentation, but give us a call and let us know that you'd like to visit with us personally. We'll be happy to talk to you, answer any questions that you have should you want to do that. But why wouldn't you want to create this win-win situation? Be your customer's hero and at the same time build your own residual income. That's what we want to help you do. Be your kind of be your legs in order to help you run with this instead of going maybe slower because of all of the responsibility that you have. And I understand that. I really do. Okay, we're going to be sharing with you information on this free pharmacy discount card. I'm showing you what this looks like here. We have a few different options that you can pick and choose. But this card actually does, and my gosh, we've got some incredible testimonies. It does save people even more than 75%. So anywhere from 10% to 75% savings on most prescriptions. And it is widely accepted. We have over 54,000 pharmacies nationwide, and all the major pharmacies accept this card. Now guys, here's the thing, and this is what I want you to understand as I go ahead and let you watch the video from the company. I want you to think about this. This card is the nation's #1 discount prescription card that has saved American consumers over $10 million thus far. Now, what I want you to understand is that we have hooked up Provisionrx in April of 2010, became the marketing arm for IAB out of out of Arlington, Texas. And IAB is a benefits company that has been in business for 30 years, and they're a debt-free company. But when they started working with Provisionrx in April of 2010, Since that time, American consumers have saved over $10 million, and that's just thus far. Guys, we only have 10,000 people like myself, independent business owners, in the company right now. We're looking for more people to actually get out there and spread this card and get people more discounts, which causes more prescriptions to get filled. Because guys, in case you didn't know it,
don't worry, dear. I'll just take my medicine every other day. Yeah, I'll be all right.
Honey, which of my prescriptions can I take today?
In America today, our government continues to send billions of dollars to help other nations around the world, and yet tens of millions of American adults and children cannot afford their medications. During the last few years, the perfect storm for a healthcare crisis converged on America. First, the costs of healthcare and prescription drugs skyrocketed. It's startling to know that in America, many are now forced to self-ration their prescription medication. And if that wasn't bad enough, an economic meltdown converged on America. Global stock markets crashed. Millions of hard-working Americans watched helplessly as their life savings and retirements disappeared, along with their insurance. Dr. James King, the chairman of the American Academy of Family Physicians, said in the New York Times, people are having to choose between gas, meals, and medication. Not only the cost of living has gone up, apparently, so has the cost of staying alive. The regrettable reality of these tough recessionary times is that many seniors and baby boomers alike are being forced to make dangerous decisions that can and will impact their health and their financial future. To make the situation more agonizing is the realization that our government is spending hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars to subsidize medical aid for foreign countries. Think about it. While millions in America are unemployed and doing without medication due to its costs, we're sending millions of dollars overseas to pay for medications for others. That seems like a prescription for failure to me. What then is the solution? The solution is Provisionrx. Provisionrx decided that the current prescription for failure was not acceptable. They decided America needed a prescription for success. At the same time the health crisis was converging with the economic chaos, another convergence was taking place.
Provisionrx teamed with a proven 29-year-old debt-free business icon, IAB, or Independent Association of Businesses, and introduced an affordable alternative to all Americans. A prescription for success.
IAB had already saved its members millions of dollars by offering the most progressive benefit packages in the United States. Provisionrx would combine its distribution network with IAB's massive benefit resources. Here was their strategy. Provisionrx would bypass the extremely expensive media campaigns. They would enlist an army of crusaders who had a heart for those who desperately needed to save money on their prescriptions. And they would pay them to hand out free prescription discount cards and show others how to do the same. Even those with insurance would learn that in many instances, the Provisionrx free card gave them better savings.
May 4th, 2010, Lowell Mims told me at the Provisionrx headquarters at the IAB building in Arlington, Texas, that we will put more checks in more hands more often than any other company in the industry of network marketing. Thank you, Provisionrx. Has been a check in the mailbox every Monday, on time, every time.
We get a check every week?
Absolutely. Actually, we get 2 checks every week.
My wife and I were praying for an opportunity to find a company where we could make $100,000 a month in residual income. I believe we found that here with Provisionrx.
I was looking for a company that had a cause, that I could earn potential income of 6 figures or more. I found that company in Provisionrx.
Save people money. Make people money. It doesn't get any better than that. Wouldn't you love to get paid to hand out free discount cards? Remember, the discount cards are free to everyone. And since it's not insurance, there are no exams, there are no expiration dates, and the discount cards can be used immediately at over 54,000 pharmacies nationwide, including Walmart. Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Kroger, Target, just to name a few. Imagine saving 10 to 75% or more on most prescriptions immediately. Everybody qualifies, and there are no health restrictions. And here's what's great. You don't sell anything. Your success does not depend on you selling to and alienating your friends and relatives. Just simply hand out the free cards and share an informational website. How is this possible? Membership has its privileges. There's strength in numbers. Let's examine some important facts. There were over 3.6 billion prescriptions written last year. Approximately 68% of those would have saved money with the Provisionrx discount card. In simple English, over 2,448,000,000 prescriptions would have cost 10 to 75% less, or in some cases, maybe even saved more. In an economic crisis, millions of Americans would have saved billions of dollars. Another fact, 75% of small businesses do not offer any type of health coverage. And 4 people lose their health benefits every minute. Each one of these needs your help. And each one that you give a free prescription card to could potentially help earn you income, while at the same time saving them money. You can become part of the unprecedented national blitz that will slash prescription costs for millions. No selling, no overhead, no paperwork, no hassles. Here's how it works. Everyone starts as a RX manager. When you hand out your first 10 RX cards and verify that you did by simply clicking onto a button in your back office, each time the card is used, you would receive 50 cents per discounted prescription. So for 1,000 discounted usages, you would receive $500. For 10,000, you would receive $5,000, and so on. By teaching 3 people to do the same, you become a qualified RX manager.
Then you'll be paid a $100 bonus.
Go on to become a district marketing director and earn another $100.
Go on to become an executive marketing director and earn a third $100. Plus, be sure and check out our special promotional bonuses. If you become a trainer, you'll double your commission to $1. So now 50 cents becomes $1.
Now $500 for 1,000 discounted usages becomes $1,000, and so on. Most plans would stop there. Your efforts to build deep and strong would go unrewarded. Not at Provisionrx. Through our monthly distribution income stream, you get paid up to $2.40 every time someone on your team hands out 10 cards a month. Not just on the first 5 levels, but also to infinity. That could amount up to $7,000 a month in passive residual income on the first 5 levels alone, with everyone getting just 5 who each hand out 10 cards a month. What if it goes to 6 levels? That could amount up to $35,000 a month. What if it goes to 7? That could amount up to $60,000 a month. That's up to $2,000 a day. And could eventually go as high as up to $3,000 a day. Now you are starting to see why we here at Provisionrx believe that we have the greatest compensation plan in the world. And I've only shown you 3 streams of income. Provisionrx also offers a lucrative set of training bonuses and the ability to share in the profits of the entire company.
There are a total of 11 streams of simultaneous income.
This is not a something-for-nothing, get-rich-quick scheme. It's an opportunity to providing affordable access to a variety of benefits, which include savings on services that in most cases are available to only large groups and companies. Did you ever think you could make a serious living by supplying free pharmacy discount cards and sharing the benefits with people who absolutely need and want them? Aren't you ready for a life of abundance doing something important? A lot of average, hard-working Americans will tap into this business concept, so timing is everything. You need to move quickly. This unique Provisionrx compensation plan will pay out a lot of cash, and you want your share of it. Just imagine people getting wealthy while solving problems for others. With Provisionrx, you can make $1 million difference to those who need it the most and build a future for your family. That's a prescription for success. For more information, please contact the Provisionrx independent business owner who shared this video with you, so you can get started today. Pharmacy discounts are not insurance and are not intended as a substitute for insurance. The discount is only available at participating pharmacies. Incomes shown are for illustration purposes only. Provisionrx Incorporated makes no income projections or claims, and income is solely based on personal efforts and success in our program. Please review details, qualifiers, terms, and conditions of the compensation plan.
That video, that's pretty enlightening. Now, what I want to do is I want to share with you some details that maybe weren't covered in the video, and I also want to share with you how I, along with other members of House Insurance Marketing, how we would like to help you and assist you in being successful with this. Now, let's talk about getting started. Everybody always wants to know, what's this going to cost me? Well, you're going to need to purchase your group number, and that's going to be $169. You're going to need to pay for the first month of your group number activity and your website fee. And your website, guys, has full back office capabilities. So that's $39.95. Now, guys, that is your business overhead with this business. And it is included in the $199.95 for the first month. Now you're going to also want to purchase 5,000 cards. These are going to be personalized to you with your group number. Now that group number is what is going to identify that that prescription that was filled happened because of you, and you're going to earn the money on that prescription being filled, and we're going to cover that. It's very, very exciting. But what we're talking about is a minimum out-of-pocket cost to get started of $299.95. Now, guys, we do have an optional training package that I highly recommend. There are many benefits. In addition to the training, there are many benefits that come along with getting that package. Now, this is something that personally I did. I signed up for the training package right away. So instead of $299.95, my out-of-pocket cost to get started was $479, and that is definitely not something that I have regretted. Just to reiterate, there is a $39.95 per month fee to keep your group number active and retain your website. Now that you understand the cost involved, because guys, that's it from this company standpoint, that's the cost. Now let's talk about how you can make money every time your group number is used in saving someone dollars at the pharmacy, and how you can get paid on your team. Guys, this is, well, let me start from here. I'm an insurance agent. I understand multi-tiered compensation because when I do anything through my insurance agency, I have a district manager that earns a percentage of what business I do. And there's even a state manager, and it goes on up and up. Well, that's multi-tiered compensation. And typically we don't think of insurance sales as multi-level marketing, but it really is. And so is what you're being introduced here. And that is a good thing. That is a good thing because you get to take advantage of the awesome power of duplication. And I absolutely love that, because what happens is, while you're out handing out cards, and everybody that gets involved with Provisionrx is going to be sharing discount cards with people, which means that they're going to be prescriptions filled, which means that the owner of that card number is going to earn anywhere from 50 cents to $1. 50 cents if you're not, if you haven't participated in the training program. $1 if you are a part of the training program, which that's what I did. So I receive $1 compensation every time a prescription is filled using my number. But you know what, guys? I can only hand out so many cards, and that's just the way it is. Now, granted, we have some people in this company, and this is a FYI, just so you know, that do hand out over 5,000 cards a month. And that's wonderful. That's wonderful. But still, that's not 1,000,000 cards a month. If I can take advantage of people handing out 1,000,000 cards a month, and if I can get anywhere from 18 to 24 cents per card, I think that's a good deal. What do you think? Well, here's how it works. If you find 5 people to do what you did, and they each hand out 1,000 cards, then you've got 5,000 more cards that are being handed out in your group okay? And then if you teach those 5 to do what you did, and they find 5 people each, that's 25,000 more cards being handed out through your group. And if those 25 have been properly taught and they each find 5, now that's 125,000 cards being handed out in your group. And if those 125 people find 5 people each, that's 625,000 cards being handed out in your group. Now here's the key. In your group, the minimum that you would earn on a prescription being filled with a group number from someone in your group, no matter how big your group gets, guys, is 18 cents. So if you had 1,000 people in your group, and I showed you how to get to 1,000 people, if you had 1,000 people in your group handing out 1,000,000 cards a month, averaging 1 use per month, guys, that would be $180,000. Now that's incredible. Now let me tell you something else. So that is residual income. That's a stream of residual income for you. Now we also have the fact that many people that have a card are going to use that card over and over again every month to fill a prescription. If you had 10% of the people using that card every month and filling a prescription, just one prescription, that would mean that you would be earning every month $18,000. Because again, in your group, you're getting at least 18 cents per card. And you can hit higher levels, and when I get into talking about the levels here in a minute, you'll see what I'm talking about. But the minimum is 18 cents for a prescription filled by someone in your group. Guys, that is exciting. And that is the power of duplication. Now, while I'm here, I want to cover one other thing, all right? Let's say that you do have 1,000 people in your organization. There is another aspect that is residual income that we have here at Provisionrx. And what it is it's everybody going into their back office once a month and verifying that they hand out at least 10 cards that month. So if you have 1,000 people, and it works if you've got 10 people, but I like using 1,000, so let's use that. What happens is you get paid on those 10 cards per person. So you've got 1,000 people in your group handing out at least 10 cards each. Guys, that is $1,800 a month coming in from people going into their back office and verifying that they are handing out cards. Because guys, we are considered a network marketing company, an MLM company, but we're different because we're not selling anything. I mean, you hear about people that are selling juices or makeup or soap or this or that or da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it's stuff that, a lot of times will stack up in people's kitchens or their garages. We're all familiar with that. But this is a different approach because we're providing a service, and what we do in order to provide that service that in effect generates our income residually is we hand people a card. And so we go into our back office once a month and verify that. Coming in from people going into their back office and verifying that they are handing out cards. Because guys, we are considered a network marketing company, an MLM company, but we're different because we're not selling anything. I mean, you hear about people that are selling juices or makeup or soap or this or that or da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it's stuff that, a lot of times will stack up in people's kitchens or their garages. We're all familiar with that. But this is a different approach because we're providing a service, and what we do in order to provide that service that in effect generates our income residually is we hand people a card. And so we go into our back office once a month and verify that. All right. Now, that is the residual side of the company. Okay, so we got that covered, and you can see the potential there. It takes time, guys. People can run out. As soon as they get a card, they can run to the pharmacy and fill it. Okay, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Residual income takes time to build. Building teams of people takes time. So what I love about this company, and this is what made me start thinking about putting together house insurance marketing to help other agents be successful here. What I love is there is a 30-day window when you join the company. Now, we've already talked about spending at the most $479. Now, what I want to say to you as an insurance agent is, I know you pay for business cards. I know you pay for advertising. I know that you write off your business expenses through your taxes. What we have here is an opportunity to not only do all of that, and if you haven't considered it yet, I want to point this out to you. I am taking a vacation to Florida in coming up pretty soon, and I will hand out some of my cards while I'm in Florida. I'll even ask a few people if they would like to find out how they can make money by handing out cards. And you know what? That trip that I'm taking will become a legitimate tax write-off. Now, as an insurance agent, you're going to understand what legitimate tax write-offs are. But if you're like me, often, if you go outside your state where you're not licensed, then it's not a legitimate tax write-off. So you don't get to write that off. Well, here is a way to write off legitimately, to have the tax benefits of so many things that you can do on a nationwide basis. So keep that in mind. That's important, and that's part of the pull of why this is such a good opportunity for someone like you and I to take advantage of. All right, now we're going to look at that quicker money, okay? And guys, this is where, honestly, and I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details, what I want to cover with you here is how we can get your money back for you and even double your money in a month's time if you will help us to, if you'll allow us to help you do that. And some of you won't need our help to do that. You'll do it. Sometimes people hit these levels and earn this $900 that I'm going to cover. Sometimes people do it in 4 hours. I mean, many people have done that in as little as 4 hours. Sometimes people take the full month to do it. And sometimes people don't get it done. All right, let's just be honest. But I want to show you how this works. So in this company, when we're talking about sharing this opportunity with other people, you become a qualified manager. And also, it would be a qualified training manager if you took advantage of that training package as I did. But you do that by having a total of 3 people in your organization, in your group. And you can see that here. So what we're showing here is that it can be 3 people that you directly bring into the company that are, direct to you, or it can be 2 people direct to you and 1 person that they brought into the company. So here's how that works. If you promote to a qualified manager within your first 30 days, you're going to earn $200. $100, which is always earned when you make that level, but an extra $100 if you make it within your first 30 days. So we want to help you do that. That's $200 for just 4 people in your group. All right? Now let's look over here. Qualified District Director. We want to then work with you and your people to help you get to a Qualified District Director. And here's what it takes to do that. You're going to have at least 8 people in your organization. So you're just going to do what you did once, one more time with that second person. You're going to help your first person get at least 3 people, and your second person get at least 3 people. And so with a total of 8, you are going to qualify for this, and we want to help you do that. And when that happens, you're going to earn $100, which is what we always get paid. And then, right now with the bonus, you'll get a bonus of $200. So that's $300 extra dollars. So now you have earned $500. Okay, guys, even if you did start off as a trainer, as I did, and you earn $500 back, you are totally in the black. At this point, you're totally in the black, and we want to help you get there. But we want to help you go even further, because if we look at this, build to a qualified executive director, if you do this in this manner and have at least 16 independent business owners in your organization, then you will become a qualified executive director. And what happens here is you earn that $100 that is always there in the compensation plan, plus the $300 bonus money. So that's going to be an additional $400, which is going to make you $900 total if you do it within your first 30 days. We want to help you do that. Now you have doubled your earnings in this company. So that is exciting. We want to help you do that. And once you do that, now you're on your way to becoming a qualified national training director. So let's look at this. If you get one qualified district training director in 4 separate lines of sponsorship ranks, that takes you to a national training director. Now guys, that is a total of at least 36 people in your group, okay? So that would look something like this. And when you're looking at these people, I just want to clarify this with you. You'll have some groups that will bring in more people, and you'll have some groups that will bring in less. But if you end up with 4 people direct to you that you help find other people, and you help us, or you let us help you structure this in the places where you need to put the people in order to qualify for these bonuses, you can get here to National Training Director with as few as 36 people. It's really, really exciting because at this point in this company, when you are at this point, you can see that you're growing your team. You're building toward that opportunity to have that 1,000 people in your group. So you're working toward that. It's an exciting place to be. It's just the beginning with this company. As far as I have shown you thus far, what I've shown you is how to get to a national training director with our company. Now, once you get to national training director, all kinds of money start kicking in for you. This is where people make really extreme incomes with the company. And you'll find out more about that. What you need to focus on by joining us would be on hitting those levels that get you that $900 bonus in your $900 in your third 30 days, your first 30 days. So we want to help you do that, and we want to help you get to that national level so that you can really, really start benefiting from this program. And it just, there's a point where this is like starting to build a snowman, that snowball that you start. It takes a little while to get the snow all together into a nice ball that'll work for you. But then when you start putting it on the ground and start picking up snow, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, that's what happens. Once you make it to a national training director, which is what we want to help get you to, then you will, it'll kind of be out of your control more than likely. You'll have people that are understanding this opportunity, really working toward it. It'll be an exciting place to be. So for the purposes of this webinar, that's as far as I wanted to go. I want you to know that's just the beginning. That is really the beginning of the big money with this company. Now, I want to pick up on something that I didn't cover because I didn't really know where to cover it. But we have this training manager program, or it's actually the training program, which you can sign up at the beginning with at an optional price of $180. So I took advantage of this, and one of the benefits, as I stated earlier, is you get paid $1 for every prescription that's filled using your group number instead of 50 cents. But it also enables you to earn incredible bonuses on your group. But you would be looking at the out-of-pocket cost of right at $480. But here's the thing, and this is something that's really incredible that this company is doing that I've never seen another company do, and neither had my sponsor. It's one of the things he said is in 30 years of network marketing, he never saw anything like this. But if you do this at the beginning, if you pay for the training package and it's $180, they double money back guarantee. When you participate in this training program, you can earn back every penny that you paid into the company. Double. You can earn double that back. So instead of $479, it would be twice that. And that is the guarantee that is there, that is a part of it. And the other thing is, these incredible bonuses on your group, one of the things, if I can make you understand this, one of the things that happens is once people understand this, the manager package and what it does for them, for about 70%, they say, actually do go ahead and sign up for that at the beginning. So what happens is, if you think about you sponsoring in 4 people, then basically 3 people are going to come in with the training package and 1 person isn't. And for those people that you personally sponsor, when they come in with the training package, you're going to make an additional $40. So the money that, when I'm talking about the $900 that is available to you that first 30 days, if you are a participant with the training package and someone that you personally sponsor also takes advantage of that, you're going to earn $40 for each of those people. So if 3 of them do it, that's an additional $120. Now you're really in the black. And what's going to happen, if you think about it, is that that 4th person, if they go and find, say, 4 people, and the same thing happens, then those 4 people, there's going to be a $40 training package bonus that's going to go up line. And because that person didn't take advantage of that, then that's going to flow up to you. So that would be 3 people at an additional $40 each that is moving up to you. And so you would make another $120 there. And of course, there's still that 4th person who didn't take advantage of that. And if that person signs up their 3 people, once again, there's another $120 bonus that's flowing up to you. So at the point that I'm sharing with you in this presentation, you know, talking mainly about your first 30 days, and let's get in here and make things happen, then that's pretty much what the benefit is. But when you get to that national training director position, then there is additional money, overrides, to be earned with that program as people take advantage of that. And it is very lucrative. That's all I can tell you at this point. I'll be happy to share greater details with you later. What we wanted to do in this webinar is help you to see how you can get started with the company and to give you an idea of the residual earnings that are there in the future, and to make you see that financial freedom is available here. I don't know about you, but as an insurance agent, sometimes I felt like financial freedom was just kind of out of reach. But it can really be here, and what we want to help you do is promote to the district training director within your first 30 days, and your pack is free, and your personal meter is on full, meaning you are well on your way.